What's up, my friend? Welcome to this amazing Sunday, my friend. Listen, this is the day that the Lord has made. We shall rejoice and be glad in it, my friend. How do you feel today, my friend? You gotta feel it, my friend. Each and every day, you gotta feel it. You gotta feel amazing. No days off, my friend, because there's nothing wrong with amazing, right? You got to be sure to put on your amazing each and every day, because amazing is available and accessible to us all, my friend. You got to put it on, my friend. Listen, there's nothing wrong with amazing, right? So, if you fail to put on your amazing, my friend, something has to be wrong with you, my friend, but that's okay. That's why we're here. Something's wrong with all of us, right? Right? So here's the thing, you gotta make sure you gotta put some investment in to being your best self every day, and that investment is put on your amazing, my friend. You gotta put on all the full body of armor, my friend, so you can stand tall, stand firm against the wiles of the enemy, my friend, because the enemy is here. He's there at all costs. It's all about polarity. Can't have North Pole without South Pole. Can't have righteousness without unrighteousness. You can't have good without evil, my friend. The enemy is there lurking, my friend. So put on your amazing, right? Continuing with the same theme we've been talking about each and every day of 2023. We've been coming with a new tool for you to win this year, okay? I get it. I would be tired of losing too if I kept getting in my own way. If I knew I had the ingredients for the best meal, but every time I took it out the oven, it don't taste good, I would be pissed off too, right? I am here to ensure that not only your meal prep is on a bean, is great, but that the meal tastes great. In fact, the meal tastes better than you could ever imagine. That's what this 2023 is going to be for you, my friend, and hopefully you already in it. Hopefully you already accessing the tools, and when that adversity come at you, you look in your toolbox that I've been giving you, and you say, take that. Low self-esteem, take that. Jealousy, envy, insecurities, take that. Right? I ain't gonna make no excuses. I'm tempted to make an excuse, but I'm not gonna make an excuse, so take that. Right? That's how you gotta use your tools, right? So the thing, I'm gonna add another tool to your toolbox today, because just like I just said, even though 2023 is the year for you and the year for me, I get it, this is the best year of our lives, I get it, I heard the resolutions, but there'll still be challenges, right? Because the Bible says no weapon formed against you shall prosper, but it never says that no weapon will be formed against you. There are going to be weapons formed against you, and even because you're intentional about winning 2023, there are going to be more weapons formed against you, because the universe is going to challenge you to be certain that you're that deal, right? So here's another tool that you got to adhere to when that challenge, when that adversity, when that pain come your way. You got to understand this, my friend, that complaining is not the answer. Complaining is not the answer. Let me explain. Let's go deep into this, right? Let me tell you how you're being looked at, how you're being viewed by the people around you, right? You don't realize this because you caught up in what you're doing. You're constantly complaining about your life or someone else's life constantly. And then you wonder why your life is so miserable. You wonder why you feel so miserable. Well, go figure. Why do you think? Let me explain to you what's really happening, right? See, each time you complain, you lose a little power. But not just any power. You lose the very power needed to fix the very situation that you're complaining about, my friend. So by you complaining, you're actually giving up your ability to fix the situation that's causing you to complain. And I know it doesn't sound like it's sensible, but that's what you've been doing, my friend. So you can call your own self the names. I'm just the messenger, my friend. I'm just here to tell you the results, the impact of complaining, right? Here's 3 reasons why you gotta stop complaining, my friend. There's no room, there's no place for it. You're too good for that, right? Because after you finish complaining, the situation is still sitting there festering, gaining momentum that you gotta resolve, right? What's the use in complaining? Cut out the middleman and go resolve it, right? Number 1, here's the thing. You gotta understand complaints from the inside out so you can detach yourself from them. See, complaints are usually triggered because of a lack of understanding and or a lack of patience, right? So you gotta work to be more understanding and more wise so you can see the angles, but more so understand what you're looking at. And then you gotta be patient, because patience is God's plan to give us whatever our hearts desire, as long as you're in his will, right? Number 2, here's what you gotta understand. Insecure people. See, complaining about other people makes insecure people feel better about themselves, because they adapt the philosophy of lower your self-esteem in order to boost mine. And unfortunately, there's a lot of leaders or so-called leaders in leadership positions that do just this. They shouldn't be in leadership positions. They lead with complaining instead of leading with solutions, because they're complaining because they're filling in their own gaps of insecurities while they're leading. They should not be in leadership. That's a fraudulent leader, my friend. But this is oh so often. You see it all the time from industry to company. Whatever you look, you'll find this type of leader. And it's not a good, effective leader, and it's not a good, effective person, my friend. Not at all. You got to work on yourself. You got to heal yourself. You can't step on other people to boost yourself up, right? And number 3, here's the thing. You got to develop a greatness mindset. A mind bold enough to believe, right? That rather than complaining, right? Why don't you use that same energy to be the change you want to see in the world? In other words, rather than complaining about what you want to see, why don't you demonstrate what it should be through your behavior, right? Be the change that you want to see, not only in the world, but in each and every situation, my friend. Listen, you got to understand, my friend, you got to take your life fully under control, my friend. You got to be proactive, because proactive people, well, you know, they get what they want because they proactive. They look at it, they see it, they assess the risk factors, and they move on it. Whereas reactive people, they got to look at it, they wait, they looking for a miracle, they looking for somebody to give it to them for them, and then you stuck like Chuck, so you get whatever's left over. You get whatever the proactive people didn't want, right? Listen, complaining is not the answer, my friend. You too good for that, and you already know it. Stop pulling from that low-hanging fruit and stand tall, right? Because when you resist that low-hanging fruit, right, that low-hanging fruit becomes a ladder. It becomes stairs, so you can climb up and pull from the high-hanging fruit of righteousness, of forgiveness, of love, of compassion, right? Listen, my friend, you were born to be great.